go, Joe. Thanks, darling. Just today, Gypsy Bird, because I don't want to get a banana.
Yeah.
When I play the clip, you'll know why I'm on this account.
So there's at least 1,000 people.
It'll all make sense.
That's amazing. And for those of you that don't, I don't care. Like, it doesn't affect my life in any way, and I appreciate you for being here anyway, because you give me the views and it drives people mental. Do you know what I mean? So we will thank the people that don't like me as well. But I don't care. 2,000 people love me. Thank you. That's a whole theatre, right? Coming to a theatre near you soon, guys. Oh yes. Thank you for voting, though. For those of you that don't like the room, you know, you didn't have to do that, and you could have been blocked, but thank you very much. We love honesty around these ways. Right, let's carry on playing the rest of these videos.
1 minute. Sorry, guys.
I think if there were, you know, well, you've got to be good at the FYP, obviously.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would be able to take that spot.
Everyone's replaceable. No one's untouchable on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is anybody can go and do a 10 o'clock slot.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be as successful as her 10 o'clock spot. A lot of guys tried, and guys with bigger platform.
But these people weren't good at the FYP and they didn't keep to it either. You've got to be consistent.
I'll be real.
No, I disagree.
I'll be honest with you.
Dave Durant's for that, darling.
Just turning that volume down.
Coming with the truth, the facts, and nothing but. Do you know what I mean, guys? Yes. Miss Red is the new Jeremy Kyle show.
Hey, Joe. Good morning, darling.
Oh, God, guys.
Miss Remi talking the things.
And you know what? I actually love people.
When am I not talking the things? And it's Friday. It's
for you that don't like me, you can go elsewhere at 10 o'clock.
It's FYP, isn't it? FYP. Yeah, hey, Shona. Good morning, everyone. We're probably going to get started in about 10 minutes, so if you don't mind, please tap the screen, share the live, as well, and we'll get started very soon. Yeah, I just want to hear what Miss Red was talking about. I mean, she's talking about the same thing I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to be breaking it down with this.
Yeah,
let me show you.
We get a rough time. Some of it brought on ourselves, but we don't deserve the fucking witch hunts and everything else.
We're going to play the clip, and then we're going to go through it and timeline it of who said what when. You know, I'm not saying, more naughty than the trying to There's a lot of naughty
bring people down. I'm reacting on their behaviours on the FYP. You know, for those of you that watch me when I'm not doing FYP,
we are getting into it.
More fucking chilled out.
Today,
do you get what I'm saying?
What's up, bro?
Yes. Right. So, guys, with that being said,
hey, Miss Pebs.
We'll open the boxes.
Oh no, timelines are good, aren't they?
And come and have your say, what you thought about the live yesterday, what you think about the whole situation. If there's anything on the FYP that we haven't talked about, come in and let us know. And I'll try and get it up on the iPads. Now it's time for me to have your say, and this is what this room is based on. It's based on hearing your opinions and, you know, letting you speak. Because
Thanks,
it's fine. The Canadian can be here because I was in hers yesterday. So the boxes are all about your opinions, but let's be kind. Let's not be like other rooms where it's a free for all. Because the one thing that I do like in here is a little bit of kindness, at least. Do you know what I mean? So, mods, can you put people in the boxes, please?
Cinnamon bun is not good.
And I don't want you to come in and tell me how much you love me, guys. I know that you love me. Let's just stick to everything.
We haven't started yet, bro. Polar. You're just in time.
I won't be able to get out.
Do you like my lemon earrings? Oh, can somebody make sure you share this to Swoops?
Can I just mention the cancer thing?
I was a bit late.
Evil Queen, I don't know why people
Debs did that with all my necklaces yesterday, CG.
It's just so acceptable.
She's sorted out all my mangled necklaces and she's hung them up beautifully on a jewellery thing and my earrings. Bless her fucking cotton.
How could you?
Oh, can somebody share this to
she says
Sweepsy Anti-Fabulous Debs, please?
How many of you have lost someone to cancer? And how is that right? And just because she's evil queen and pulled this off so many years. And you know the background of her, all the things about the children and disabled people and on. How now she's in a proper position, you're allowing her to say these things and sitting there and agreeing with it because you're too scared to get blocked from her room. How is this right? And I swear to God, evil queen, I've done this at 5 years.
Yep, CG, Cancer Cruise in the house. We are here.
That is the most disgusting thing
here. I don't know how anyone can ask for
on this app.
Someone to prove that they got cancer.
To a woman, regardless if I've ever liked somebody or not. I'm so shocked. I just want to know how the group of people in her room, or even standing up for her,
I'm squeezed in between the two screens.
That's all I want to know.
Yeah.
If you'd have said that, Miss Red, you'd been home.
Oh, jeez, Coco, if I'd have said something like that, darling, I'd have, there'd be 50,000 lives fired up about me.
But how does she get away with this? She's crazy. I just need to know.
Right, keep tapping the screen for me, darlings, and please keep sharing this live. We're going to probably get started
and not go
very soon.
Canadian Angie, this is for you. How could you not go? Okay,
we love
then,
you, CG.
Evil Queen, we're friends, but that's wrong.
Thank you for the heart me's.
How can you not say that's wrong?
Miss Pebs, Joe, Shona, Nanny Jojo.
I'm sorry, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to believe that we are women. They're supposed to be supporting women.
I'm hoping it's going to be a happy Friday. Mods, we're going to have to drop loads of trigger warnings today when I start playing the clip.
Have I ever bullied you, Miss Red?
The whole clip is a massive trigger warning.
That is disgusting. I've had
and Infinite says so much love for anyone fighting the big sea battle.
I was a bit upset that Miss Red didn't say that. That's it. That's as far as it would go with me. What gives you a right, a woman that's in hospital, to destroy her? You are kicking that woman when she's already down. Are you okay?
Yeah.
That's all I can say. I'm just disgusted that we are women. It's supposed to be.
You know what, Coco? We have had our ups and downs, but I can understand and I get it that people have been frustrated with me, and it's part and parcel of the internet. You're allowed to have your opinions, right? But at the end of the day, we can have our opinions, be adults, and move forward.
That's cinnamon bun is not a good idea.
That's what I feel we did. That's what I felt we did.
And we'll probably have another fallout again, but we'll move past it, and it's the way it is. We're adults, right? Well, thank you.
There was a lot, G. There was a lot of clips as well. Also, the Observer's got the whole thing on YouTube.
Exactly that. Thank you,
Lord. And all of it is a lot. And there's clips everywhere.
Hi, Shani.
So I'm just going to take one clip today. We're going to go through one clip where a lot was said.
I just wanted to say, in light of what happened yesterday and today,
I'd be on all day.
First of all, huge big up to Alex, because how he dealt with that, I never know. I thought he did so well. I really did. A huge big up to Dave Duran's, because, like you said, he didn't have to say what he said, even though it was absolutely the truth. And I wanted to say huge love to Cockapoo. From loads of us, from everyone.
Sorry, I'm a dog sitter.
Absolute madness, Jenny.
I did. I had a real shock then. But no, big up to Dave, big up to Alex, and like I said, huge amounts of love to Cockapoo.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too, darling. And guys, you don't have to be team anybody. If you want to come in and defend.
Did she go live last night? I thought she didn't go live.
You come in and defend them, guys. We're not, I don't want it to be a boys' place. Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh, gee, I had my phone call today with the sleep apnea team. She's very impressed with my results for the last 2 weeks. Now they've put me on 2 yearly review. She was actually, it was the same woman I had who was a bit unfriendly, but she seemed friendlier today.
I just wanted to say, I don't understand how
no, because I fell asleep probably after
you and going on about
15 minutes, CG. I didn't see it.
But they're in a clip.
How did she go live this morning?
Yeah.
And
what did she say, Miss Francis?
I didn't know she was live. Videos of you going and attacking other creators the way they do, and they keep getting away with it. I don't understand how people can support her it's like you said, just because she's got evil in her name, it doesn't mean she has to treat people the way she does.
But that's a clever marketing ploy, isn't it? The fact she's got evil in the name, that's what she run with. But when it comes to kids and, you know, the cancer, it's a different situation, you know. It's
disgusting.
David Blowy is making me glowy.
You don't go for people who are ill with disabilities, for children, you know,
David
stuff like that. But she does it time and time again and gets away with it. And it really annoys me. I can't understand how TikTok are allowing her to still be on the app. It completely baffles me.
Yeah, me too.
That's all I've got to say anyway.
She said that she doesn't owe anyone an apology for what she said, and that's it. Thanks, Melly. Thanks, Nat. Thanks, Janie. Colette, thank you for the heart news.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Miss Red. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Hi, I just want to say,
Good morning, Witch Queen.
How do they get away with that sort of behaviour on this app? Like, when there's children watching.
Nick. This is the age-old question.
It's disgusting on every
level. Why
is it
some people are allowed and others
I
are
think
not?
it's because
It's
they've got
mad.
evil in the name.
Right, guys, I need to go get my asthma pump because my chest is tight.
What, because she's got evil in her name and gives her
Also,
the right
I've
to get
eaten a
away with
cinnamon bun, which
everything?
was a very bad decision on my part.
Yeah, in TikTok. The thing
So I'm
is,
going to use the
she's got
bathroom.
her
I'm
supporters
going to leave you in misreads.
each to
Please
their
keep
own.
tapping the screen, sharing the live. We are going to get into this, I promise. We're going to dissect it.
People have to, you know, someone's got to step in and at some point and say, look, speaking on kids like this is wrong. Speaking about, you know, cancer is like this is wrong. People need to, you know, be telling her.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. She'll come on tonight, she'll have 5,000 people in the room, she'll make it on dailies and she'll deflect on all of us, you know.
It's absolutely disgusting, it really is.
She'll deflect on Alex, she'll deflect on me, everyone will deflect on all of us because she's a very, very good manipulator. She said yesterday, you know, she manipulates people. And that's another thing, because she says it as it is. It's like a Jedi mind trick. Well, at least I'm being honest. Well,
that's really insulting, though. I'm going to say.
When you're talking about kids, then, Evil Queen, are you being honest then? Yeah. Hi, Chancy.
Anyone that talks on children like that needs.
Right. But what really insults me is when you manipulated. I love you. I love Zach. I like watching Evil Queen. I'm not manipulated by any of yous. I'm not thick. I want to watch you because I enjoy it. I don't get involved in all the, you know, the kid shit that you're all talking about. Because that's not my bag. But I love watching you. I love watching Zach. I love watching Evil Queen. Does that make me a bad person? Or does it make me thick or manipulated? I don't think so. I run my own business. I live my own life. But I like you all.
Yeah. And you're allowed to, but I just feel like when it comes, you know, when it comes to some of the stuff that's said, you know...
I don't really listen to all that nonsense because I feel like it's nonsense.
It's not nonsense though, Chancy, darling, when someone's going into graphic detail about someone's grandchildren. That's not nonsense.
But you all do the same stuff.
Can I just say, Chancy, as well? So you think it's nonsense that Evil Queen wished cancer and death on somebody yesterday? You think that's nonsense?
Well, I've not watched that. I've not seen that.
So don't comment if you haven't watched it then.
I like watching Evil Queen, so like that's my personal opinion, and I'm allowed it.
You are allowed.
I'm allowed it.
You are allowed. You are allowed it, but I've certainly never sat here, darling. And
what I also love Miss Red. Yeah. I also love Canadian Ange. Do you know what? And I watch you. It doesn't make me thick. It doesn't make me manipulated. I like to gift you all because you make me laugh.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with all the drama. The drama to me is bullshit. I'm hoping for the
Yeah, no, I get it, Chancey. I get it, because Chancey does come in here, you know, and she does participate in the lives, and she is entitled to her opinion. You know, I don't want this to be like a hate live or anything like that, and she's entitled.
Oh, they can hate on me.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that people hate Miss Red. I think it's just that, you know, Chancey's coming in and she's entitled to her opinion. I get that 1000%. But she can't have an opinion when she doesn't watch it. When a woman wished death on somebody yesterday who's suffering with cancer. I've got cancer at the moment. I'm suffering with cancer at the moment. I'm having chemotherapy. And I tell you, so if somebody wished death on me.
We could all trauma dump, but we're not.
Well, hold on, I'm not trauma dumping. How am I trauma dumping?
It sounds like it to me.
Does it?
That story there, it tells them it. Tell me about your morals, that does, Chancey.
That's just you, isn't it? Horrible, horrible, horrible people on this app, you know. Absolutely horrible, horrible people.
Do you know what, darling? It's not about trauma. It's about sharing human experiences, what you're going through. I know what you're going through, darling.
What happened? I missed it. Sorry.
Who are you supposed to speak to?
Yeah, sorry, the mic was on top of my head. I've just lowered it. Sorry.
I watched somebody
sorry, y'all.
wish death on somebody else.
Yeah.
And it is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. How can you? I wish my worst enemy.
I've got to take my asthma pump. Jesus, that's what I went upstairs for.
Would be the same. You wouldn't wish that on your worst.
Hello, Claire Bear. It's all right. We haven't started. Thanks, Zoe. Thanks, Poppy. Thanks, Anti-Zoom for the heart knees. Get your heart knees in, guys. Get your heart knees in. Team bracelets in. We've got a live goal today. If you can help with the goal, that'd be amazing. Lady in the box said she's going through C, and someone said she's trauma dumping.
I stopped watching Zach yesterday. It was disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting what people
said
to
each other. Thank you, Shona. Thank you, Joe, Leslie. Thank you so much.
Her name's Chelsea. Because if you call her Eva Queen, she'll, oh, well, that's just a persona. Her name's Chelsea. She's vile. She's a vile, vile woman. Absolutely
hey, Leslie.
Vile.
Thank you for the help, me.
And you know, whatever cockapoo is somebody's daughter. She's a mother, probably. She's somebody's wife. Cancer just doesn't affect you, it affects your whole family. And yesterday was absolutely vile. And I'm sorry to get upset, because I'm angry.
Actually, I've got another inhaler in the fridge.
Who just said that trauma dump. I'm not trauma dumping.
Let me get the steroid one out of the fridge.
My
one
own
sec.
shit.
My chest does feel a bit tight.
She come on and say something like that?
I promise we'll get started in a minute. Thank you, Claire Bear, for the small guest.
I don't know, right, because I do watch you. You make me laugh, but, you know, how you were saying to yesterday for calling Alex fat and everything. It's absolutely crazy. Where has all the hate and the horribleness come from? We're not like this. If somebody said that, nobody would come up and say that to somebody in the street. Nobody would say that to anybody in the street. People are brave on this app. But if it came to face, people wouldn't say it. It's horrible.
Yeah, I agree, Philippa. I agree. Guys, can we have some love in the chat for Philippa, please?
No, I'm fine. It just made me angry.
Philippa, can I just say something to you? Something that I've learned in the time, sorry, Miss Red, is that the person that has the cancer, like yourself, and I'm not going to apologise, because that's like, it looks like, I don't know the word, but it looks awful for me to apologise for you having the cancer, because that seems like unsincere.
No, I do get.
But honestly, right, just on the cancer thing, I generally don't talk about mine a lot, because there is
I'm doing what I've got to do.
There's a little bit of a stigma to it, where I think if I did talk about it more, that people will say, oh, you know, you're using it for victim status, or you're using it to, you know, weaponise people. And so it is quite a hard thing, especially if you're a creator. And I think that's why a lot of people reacted to Cockapoo when she threw it out there and said,
it's true,
you know,
sorry, that is true, and I get it. I think a lot of the time you have to be brave.
Said what she said, that she was using it as emotional kind of,
and you're putting up a persona
manipulation of people.
Watching everyone else
but it's why I don't talk about it a lot. Like every now and then I'll mention it if it comes up.
so much more going
as Francis
on.
says, but it's
So
part
what
of
I'm
your
trying to
story.
say
It is part of my story.
people that are
But
doing all these nasty,
I don't
horrible
ever
things
want
and
to
saying all these
make
nasty, horrible
people feel
things
sorry for me,
don't
so I
get
don't talk about it a lot. Do you know what I
that
mean? Like, it
you are
is what
actually
it is. Like,
dealing,
there's
like
lots
the
of people who have
person like
cancer and live
Cockapoo
with
and all
cancer.
them are dealing with a tenfold like escalate.
Big loves, Kat. Big
like,
loves.
it's not just about
Thank you for popping in, darling.
You're looking after all your family too.
Yeah. No, yeah, I understand
Oh, thank
that.
you,
Yeah,
Kat.
100%.
Thank you for the.
And
Oh,
just,
thank
I
you for
don't
all the
know.
small goes. Thank you
I know
so
that
much.
person
It's
was
really kind. Thank
nasty,
you, bub.
and I get it, but I
Thank
just
you.
wanted to just pop in and just send all my love to you, sweet pea.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I think people can be
I'm
quite
just,
cruel on this app. Oh, look, she's still going. Thank you, Kat. Thank you so much.
I couldn't get in that box yesterday because they wouldn't let me in. I tried to get in the box, but it's just how I'm not going to call her evil queen. How Chelsea can say such horrible
Where's the
things,
music?
and then people
You can have
still
some music
gift
at the end,
her,
Witch Queen.
and people still stand behind her, and even what she said about Pearl and her grandchildren.
We're going to get straight into the clip because the clip is we're going to be stopping the clip a lot, and then we're going to be updating this timeline.
I don't even watch her anymore.
That's why we're not doing music and why we're just listening to
And I'm sorry for getting
Red
upset and crying,
reacting
I'm
to
angry.
pretty much the same clip as well, because it's always interesting to hear what other people are saying as well.
I mean, she just made me angry, and then that woman started as well trolling, stupid cow. Sorry.
Oh no, yeah, exactly that. I never would, and maybe it's because I've got that lived experience. But people on here are just so mistrusting and malicious and a bit nasty that they are asking a person with cancer to show proof, which is an awful thing to do to anyone.
Some shit stuff, and it's just
yeah. Hey, Debs. Thank you for the heart. Thanks, Lilabella.
Yeah, whatever people
exactly,
are saying,
CG. You should take people at face value and trust what they're going through. Illness, gender, anything. Agreed.
And for somebody to say
I'll tell you the other thing that's really annoyed me this week.
If I saw in the street,
it's off topic.
But,
I've seen three big creators this week.
She wouldn't say to somebody's face, I know she
wouldn't.
Don't
all jump on me because I know you all can't stand this person.
Thank you, Philippa, darling.
I've seen three people this week talking about Elphaba's journey and telling them they're not on a journey, and then, like, for me,
and thank you for the lovely gifts.
I don't think anyone should speak. Anyone, whether you're trans or not, should be speaking on anyone's journey for anything. Like, people can't, like, as somebody who's got cancer can't come and tell me what my journey should be. Likewise, I can't go and tell someone else about what their cancer journey should be. And I think it's been really disgusting seeing creators saying, they're not on a journey. Your journey might take you 3 years. Another person's might take them 10 years. They're all still on their journey. And I just think it's been really disgusting telling people that they're not on their journey. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Just like a lot of people don't know behind the scenes what's going on with me and my health. Nobody knew about what was going on with Cockapoo. We've learned today she had an operation yesterday. You can't tell people that they're not on a journey or they're not doing that based on your judgment on things because they have to shave or whatever.
I shouldn't have lowered myself.
Like I just think it's off, and I've seen a lot of creators doing it, and I just think it's a really dangerous thing to do to people, especially someone who's also so young. Again, they've done some fucked up shit, we know that, and I'm not sitting here like saying I'm Elphaba's bestie or I support them. I'm just saying the idea that people talk about other people's journeys,
I don't know if he was trying to purposely not hear them. I don't know. I can only ask him. He'd only have to be honest and say if he felt that way or not. I don't know. But however, like, I shouldn't have lowered myself, you know what I mean?
Mrs. T says, I think...
Alex, I think they went lower on you yesterday.
Like, she's fair game because of how disliked she is, and it's cruel.
I still have to take accountability for my mistakes.
Yeah, but she's only 20. 20, like, still trying to figure out who they are as a person, let alone adding a gender transition into it. Really, it's not up to us what journey she's on, it's her journey. And I think there's been people, was it yesterday? There was 3 creators all calling her, you're not on a journey, you're not doing anything, you've not even got a bus ticket. Like, it's just fucking disgusting, and it's really low.
I'm in a good headspace, you know what I mean? But you know, one thing that I've realised as well, that
exactly,
TikTok
Emma.
place. You get lost in a
People's
lot of the
individual
time. You know what I
journey
mean?
and
It's
them
kind
as a
of
person
it
in
eats
terms of
up
their
at you
actions
and that,
and
and you
words are
realise that you
separate
have real
things. I agree.
friendships as well that
Like,
are
call
off the
people
app,
out on
and
their actions.
you kind of not make the
But
most of
to
them
say to
when
someone
people
you're
have
not
got
on
your
a
back,
journey
and
when you're
you know
not
what I mean? Because at
having
the end
that
of the day, we
lived
can all switch our
experience
phone off, and then
yourself.
we're in the real world, then, aren't
And
we?
even if you
Yeah,
are
we
a
This
are.
trans
virtual world is
person, your
crazy, even
journey
though
may have been
it actually
considerably easier
goes into the
due
real
to your
world, because
setup,
obviously
your
if someone's
support, your
affected you and stuff,
finances.
when you turn your
Like,
phone
it's
off, it's still going to
just,
be there with you mentally.
I just think
However,
it's off that people are doing
I
that.
just
I
feel
just think
that
it's really off.
there's a storm coming. I feel there's
Yeah.
a
This is
storm coming.
Misread Live, Lulabella. I'm going to
What I
end it
wanted
now
to
anyway
just say,
and crack
sorry,
on
Miss
with
Red, I just wanted to say,
what we are
Alex, you
doing.
didn't deserve none of that yesterday. None of that yesterday. And I thought, for grown-ass people to come at you like that was absolutely disgusting.
Let's get into our bit, shall we? What we're going to talk about today. And please keep sharing the live for me, guys, and tapping the screen. That would be amazing. Amazing. So we got the clip that we want to talk about. Let's fix the screen. Let's fix the screen. And then I'm going to type it out as a little timeline of who said what. And again, I'm only doing one clip because I think this is going to take long enough. I suppose my declaration should be, I do understand that there are parts before this clip and there are parts after this clip. This clip for me really stood out. You've got 15 minutes. You ain't going to get through this, CG. You're going to have to watch this on YouTube. God knows how much of this timeline we're going to get filled out. Let's make a Remi sandwich with 2 boxes. Put it down here. I can't really make it much bigger. Let me see if I make it bigger that way. I can do that, but it eats into the comments. All right. Yeah, trigger warnings. Hello, Fave FYP Clips. Thank you for capturing this clip. Alicia's Martha. Hello, darling. Queen Bob. Emma says, I hate how people take the actions of one person and use it as a blanket opinion on the whole community. I do too. You're right, Alicia's Martha. I hope you're right. Hey, Carmen, Maxine sings. Thank you, everyone who sent a heart me in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this clip, and I'm going to stop this clip at points, and then what I'll do is I'm going to put who said what, and I'm going to transfer it over to this timeline like I did the other day with Avocado Gate. I'm doing this because with my type of brain that goes all over the place, I quite like having a list of things, and it kind of helps me build in a picture in my mind of like who's the worst or who's not as messy or whatever. And I know quite a few of you have enjoyed seeing the timeline that we did the other day, so I thought I'd try and do it on this one clip. Okay, so just to be clear, I'm doing a timeline and it's not on the whole entire live. I am aware you love a list. I am aware that there was parts before this clip, and I am aware that there are parts after this clip. And the reason I've chosen this clip is because there are a lot of main players in this clip, and I think we can look at everyone in this clip, because in the bits before and the bits after, not everyone is in the box. So just in case you're not clear on this, of what's happened, yesterday there was a live held by Canadian Angie, and in the box we have Canadian Angie, Kales, Zach the Brat, Alex Brigham, Evil Queen, and then Pearl is also going to get into the box in this clip. And my understanding of this is that Alex got in the box because there was a discussion being held around Cockapoo, and they were asking for Cockapoo to show proof that she did actually have cancer. So that is my understanding of how this all got started. What I will say as well is that Obviously, I'm talking about all of these people, and if any of them come into the room, they're welcome to come into the room. They have a right to reply. I'm sure a couple of them are already sat outside watching, ghost watching. But if they do want to come in, they are welcome to, because, like I said, they have a right to reply. And these are my opinions on what I've seen, and also I'll be reading some of your opinions as I go through this. But what I will ask everyone to do, if you're new here or you don't know me or you've not been in one of my lives before, is to always be respectful in here. You can say that things are disgusting or vile or if something's upset you, but what we don't do in here is name calling. And so if any creators do decide to come into the room, I will expect you to behave respectfully, not calling people names, not attacking people. Yeah, Miss Francis, kindness always in here, because it is okay to be upset and it is okay to be pissed off about some of the things you are going to hear, and it is going to be a triggering clip. Yes, Queen Bob, expect them to behave like adults. Yes, that's what we expect at the very minimum. But they are welcome to come in. So if Zach wants to come in, if Brigham wants to come in, Evil Queen or Pearl wants to come in, they can on this account. I don't think any of them are blocked. I don't think so. Canadian Angie might be blocked on this. But I'm sure she's got a burner or something, because she was a mean girl to me. So I blocked her. But I think if people have backups and they want to come in, they can. They're welcome to. Or they can just watch outside equally and then fire up a live and drag me. And then the other thing I will say is, look, I'm not friends with any of these people in this box, despite what you may have heard. I know people think I'm in EQ's pocket. People think I'm Zach's token black friend, as I've been called. You know that I've called out Pearl quite a lot. She doesn't like me. I'm not a fan of hers. And Brigham, you know, he's said what he said about the chair, and it's kind of made me look at him sideways, and I have blocked him on my main, which he knows I have. I don't think he's blocked on this account, but and I know he's explained the chair comment and kind of has justified it. But I feel a bit sideways about him, so that's kind of my position. And Canadian Angie has done what she normally does, made up a narrative in her head about me, has ran with it for months now, so I'm not particularly a fan of hers either. So again, I'm not aligned to any of these people. I'm not, you know, I might be friendly and cordial with people, but I'm not aligned to anyone, any of these creators in any way. And therefore I feel like I'm then able to give a neutral, I hate the word unbiased, but it's just it's like an observer's opinion, an outside observer's opinion on this clip, which is what I'm going to try and do today. Yeah, says very black and white for me. Don't let someone show you twice who they are. Agreed. So before anyone's like, oh, Remi's on Evil Queen's side, Remi's on Zach's side, Remi's only saying it because she hates Pearl. Like, no. You might be surprised about what comes out of my mouth today. That's all I'm saying. Claire Bear says, in other words, you are an emotionally stable adult. I try to be. So yeah, but in all honesty, like, my opinions here, CG says Remi's only on my side. Oh, finally, a black woman on these sides. Hey, Queen. Oh, hey, Jamea. Hi, welcome in. Sorry. Right, one more thing and then we get started, I promised. I promise. Let me just add this one image before we get started. Let me just upload it quickly. Sorry, I promise we are going to get into this. I've dragged it on, I know. Where is the image? Is it that one? Yes, I'm going to add that. Because this isn't my main account, guys. I'm deliberately on this account because this clip that I'm about to play has awful language in it, has some awful things said in it, trigger warnings galore. because there are some very, very disgusting things said. And I have seen other creators getting banned for playing these clips. I'm hoping that's not going to happen. I'm going to try and use language that's not going to get me in trouble, but also is able to explain to you what's going on. You'll hear some of it. Well, you'll hear all of it, but I'm going to start and stop. So this is why we're on here. But if you are new around here and you like the cut of my jib, on the screen, my main account is there. Please make sure you follow me on my main account, which is where we normally go live. This is my backup account, and like I said, I'm deliberately doing this because I'm expecting to get an honour. Please be nice in the chat as well. The mods are here. The mods have permission to mute people. So be respectful to each other. And also, sorry, CG, you're going to have to YouTube it, babe. You're going to have to YouTube it when you get off your flight. But please just be respectful to each other. This is a very triggering clip. I can't stress that enough, guys. I can't stress that enough. It's a very triggering clip. It's a very triggering clip. Bear with me, let me just fix the screen. Sorry, I've got to resize it. It's a very triggering clip. Right, we are going to get started now. And then I'm going to add it to the timeline as well. Sorry, everyone. So this is from Fave FYP Clips. They are in. Thank you for capturing this and posting it. I think I'm following you on my main Fave FYP Clips. You should all give them a follow. And if my stopping this is annoying as fuck, then you know where to go and watch the clip. All right. And don't write in the chat, get on with it, because if you're not familiar with me, telling me to do something will make me do the opposite. Okay. Because I'm a petty bitch sometimes. All right. Swoopsy's here. Perfect timing, Swoops. Perfect timing. We are going to begin with this clip. So, quick reminder. These are all adults in the box. It was funny because I say funny, not funny. Last night I had Debs, who's my friend. She was at my house helping me sort my office out. And we were playing this clip. So we were sort of listening to bits of this. Anyway, I did trick-or-treating with the kids, came back. And then I cooked us dinner. And whilst we were having dinner, me and Debs listened to this clip live together. Not live, but the FYP. We played it together. And I mean, Debs is here. She'll tell you. I had a genuine visceral reaction to this clip where I had to keep stopping it, starting it, saying to Debs, "Did you hear that?" Like it blew my mind when I heard this clip. And at one point, I got up and went into the kitchen, and I said to Debs, like, I'm shaking. Like I had a visceral reaction because I genuinely couldn't believe what I'd heard in this clip. And even Debs, who used to be a teacher, said, as a teacher, I've never even heard conversations like this in the playground. So again, trigger warnings, because there were many times I was sat with my mouth open going, oh, did you hear that? Like absolute awful behaviour. Now, what I will say is I think no one's hands are really clean in this at all. But I do think one person, and I will leave it till the end, I think one person has the cleanest of hands. But I think all of this was just batshit wild crazy. So we're going to get into it. I'm going to pause it and then I'm going to upload and then I'm going to update the timeline as well. I'm just going to move this over so I've got enough things on the screen. And apologies if I don't read all of your comments. I am playing clips and I'm typing. I will miss things. So if it's something urgent, just retype it when you know I'm looking at the screen. All right. But I'll try my best to multitask. All right, we're going to hit play. Let's go. And again, if any of these creators come in, a reminder to be respectful, no name calling, don't call people out on their weight, on their gender, on their culture. None of that is acceptable in here, and you will be muted for the entire live, and screenshots will be taken, and if your comment is awful, you will be blocked after the live, just to let you know. And mods, keep dropping the trigger warnings throughout this for me, please. Thank you very much. All right, let's begin. It says on the screen, all hell breaks loose. Zach, EQ, Alex, and Pearl. And there's no sound because I muted Red's live. Hold on, we'll start again. So remember that Alex is in the box because he was defending Cockapoo, because Canadian Angie and Kales, I believe, were asking for proof of Cockapoo's cancer.
No, that's your friend last night that gifted you a line, mock child abuse.
Oh, Alex, you're so embarrassing, mate.
Right, I'm going to do my first pause. My first pause is because I don't think Zach needed to even be in this box, right? I don't think, like, Zach did not need to be in this box at all. I think he's jumped in and it's given, I want to be a part of the drama. I want to stir some shit. I want to be a bit messy. There's a lot of views in here. My girl Evil Queen's in the box. I don't think he needed to jump in the box. But equally, I don't think Evil Queen needed to be in the box, and I certainly don't think Pearl needed to get in the box. I think Alex having this conversation with them two would have been enough. He can handle his own. But honestly, and you can see Zach, he's laughing. He didn't need to get in the box. He didn't need to get in the box. That's my first opinion, all right?
Obviously, mate, hold my own up with you, not pussy through the wall. You don't stand on shit, mate. Do you know the one you support there? You know your little friend Chelsea there that you support and that went to a disabled woman and said that should be great. Do you remember that one, did you?
Right, I don't remember that one, no.
Oh, no, not Mary Ann, which was talking about the anti-Q line thing. You know when the anti-Q line thing was saying Mary Ann, who's a disabled woman saying that she's...
Listen, we all know what we've done, but you lie about what you've done. We know what we've done. You pull it up, oh, well, haven't you done this? Pull it up, oh, well, haven't you done this? Yeah, we know what we've done, but you try and lie, which is everyone's problem.
So, yeah, you talk shit.
All you do.
Don't talk about morals. And Chelsea, don't address me. Shut up.
I will address you, chief pig. Shut the fuck up.
Right, there's the first one, right? So, I'm going so Alex says to Evil Queen, don't address me, right? He doesn't swear, and he's not abusing her in any way. And she says, she calls him Chief Pigham based on his size, right? So that's the first insult that I'm putting on the timeline. EQ calls Alex. I'm just gonna say Brigham because you all know who I'm talking about. Alex calls Brigham Chief Pigham, right? That's the first insult that we've got dropped in this clip. I'm being clear. I before E, accepted C. I, Chief Brigham, right? I was just laughing at myself that I was doing my I before E shit. So that's the first insult that we hear. EQ calls Brigham Chief Pigham. Right, let's go on.
Chief Pigham.
You're a fucking liar, Charles. 100%.
You're a fat cunt.
So Alex calls Evil Queen a liar, and she calls him a fat see you next Tuesday, right? So I'm just going to put this onto the timeline. I don't even want to write the words. I'll do a C, I'll do a thing, NT. I love TikTok Shop. Thank you. Keep reminding me to say that, Nikki. Everyone, please. Jay, don't start with me, Jay. I've already given the warning. If you can't handle me pausing and typing, the name is on the screen. Go to Fave FYP Clips and go watch it there. All right? Shall I write Kent instead? Oh, no, that should be all right. Anyway, we're going to carry on.
Lose some weight.
So she's also told him to lose some weight. I'm going to put that on that one, the same one. And lose weight. Listen, Detective Remi's here. I am all about the evidence. We love TikTok Shop. We love TikTok Shop.
Partner, right? Said he's got a fetish for sleeping with trans.
Alright, so Alex here says to Eva Queen, now he brings in her partner and says, I don't know why he's bringing her partner into it. He says, you love this case analysis. Listen, we got more screens, Joni, it's fine. Alex says, you've got a partner who's got a fetish for, oh, sorry, I've forgotten. Let me rewind it a little bit. Sorry, hold on. Stop interrupting me, you lot.
Listen, wait.
Your partner, right, said he's got a fetish. Partner, right, said he's got a fetish for sleeping with trans.
Your partner's got a fetish for sleeping with T people. So he didn't need to bring the partner in here. So we're going to document that. Yes. Oh, God. Brigham. Mentions, EQs, partner. Fetish for, I'm going to say T people. Brigham mentions EQ's partner fetish for T people. I'm just trying to see if I've got enough letters, Claire Bear. Let me see if I get it on. And make it bigger. Oh yeah, that'll fit. Okay, let's continue. Jay, I told you. I told you. We're doing a Remi investigation. We're building a Remi timeline. Magic takes time, Jamia. And if you can't cope, just go and watch it over there, hun.
No, he hasn't. Prove it.
Absolute freak.
Prove it. He's never said that.
Naked attraction.
He's never said it. I watched it. He's never used those words ever.
Could you imagine?
He's never used those words ever.
Alex is that obsessed he actually
and what are you on about,
Alex?
I'm a trans woman. I'm a trans woman, so doesn't that make sense?
Yeah, but it's a weird thing to make.
No, it's not, and he didn't say it anyway. He never said it. Watch the show, get me the clip and play it off. There you go. If you're so right, get the clip up and play it on your FYP tomorrow where he says it.
Okay, then, not an issue at all.
There you go.
Alex has got a fetish for bacon sandwiches.
Oh, there's another insult from Zach. Zach says Alex has got a fetish for bacon sandwiches. That was an insult about his size. Yes, duplicate. Thank you. All right, you're going on the timeline. Zach says Brigham has a fetish. Investigations with Miss Remi. Swoops is like, I love bacon sandwiches. A fetish for bacon sandwiches. Yes. And I'm going to put i.e. he's FAT. That's the insinuation. Yes. Just line these up. We know you love bacon. Can you rewind back just before Zach said that so I can hear what Alex said? So we can go back a little bit, sure. Much to the distress of Jamia, who hates me right now. I don't care.
No, it's not, and he didn't say it anyway. He never said it. Watch the show, get me the clip and play it off. There you go. If you're so right, get the clip up and play it on your FYP tomorrow where he says it.
Okay, then, not an issue at all.
There you go.
Alex has got a fetish for bacon sandwiches.
Turn around this
bacon sandwiches again. You need to get a grip yourself. Absolutely.
Yeah, and you need a nebulizer.
Oh! Zach. Another insult. Zach says Brigham needs a nebulizer. And that's either because he huffs and puffs or because he's FAT. Hey, Mercy. Good afternoon. Right. So there's another shot fired. Zach says Brigham needs... Oh, move up. A nebulizer. Justice for David Blowy. So many new people don't know about David Blowy. Oh, EQ also called him Piggum. That's already on there, darling. That's the first one. The first one is EQ calls Brigham Chief Piggum. That's the first one. Right, let's continue on.
So you're not but a liar.
Oh, done it again. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'm not going to keep repeating them. Well, I didn't hear it actually. Was that in that moment where Alex is talking to Zach that EQ then calls him Piggum again? Hold on. Rewind. Enter selector.
Listen, wait, no, he hasn't. Prove it.
Absolute freak.
Prove it. He's never said that.
Naked attraction.
He's never said it. I watched it. He's never used those words ever.
Could you imagine?
He's never used those words ever.
Alex is that obsessed he actually
and what are you on about,
Jack's
Alex? I'm a trans woman, so doesn't that make sense?
Yeah, but it's a weird thing to make.
No, it's not, and he didn't say it anyway. He never said it. Watch the show, get me the clip and play it on. There you go. If you're so right, get the clip up and play it on your FYP tomorrow where he says it.
Okay, then, not an issue at all.
There you go.
Alex has got a fetch for bacon sandwiches.
He's turning around this
Yeah, she does. You're right. Thank you. I heard it. So I'm just going to duplicate that one. Thank you. See, this is why community investigations are good, because, you know, one person can't hear everything. So EQ calls Brigham Chief Piggum again. Yes. You're liking it now, aren't you, Jamie? Yeah, taking the piss a minute ago, weren't you? Mm. Right, we're on to screen 2. And it's only going to get worse. So buckle up, trigger warnings. It's only going to get worse. Right, let's continue. Swoopsy. For fuck's sake, Swoop. On that note, Swoops, I have said if any of these creators who I'm talking about today do want to come in, Swoops is in her savage era. That's all right, Claire Bear, don't worry. Leave me alone, Jamia. This is how my brain works. What was I going to say? I've said, look, if any of the creators do want to come in today, they are allowed to come in. They do have a right to reply. All I'm doing is trying to just log the events. And I might have a little opinion here and there, just a little one. But they do have a right to come in and reply. And on this account, I think most of them are not blocked, so they can come in. And if somebody is blocked and they do want to come in and they message one of you, let me know. But I think everyone could come in if they want to. But I have a sneaky suspicion they're all sat outside watching, because that's what they do. I'll be in our chat at the airport, mouthing off. So. All right, CG, have a safe flight and hurry up and get back home. We miss you. So, Swoopsy, if they do come in, best behaviour or you will get muted. All right? You can have opinions, but we're not going to be rude to people if they come in. All right? Yes, everybody. And Swoopsy, Mosi. Thank you, End BSL. Thank you for that. Appreciate the hand heart. Also, we've got a goal. If you can help with the live goal, we'll accept all of the small ghosts, please. You can even have Jamaican variety ones if you want. Alison said, I think Zach's at the police station. What for? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's distraction. I can't. Let me... you haven't seen anything, Jamia. You haven't seen anything. Foofs! Foofy's here. Inspector Foof is here. So now we've got another inspector in the chat. So, buckle up, buttercups. Right, everyone, listening ears on, please. If I miss something, make sure you put it in the chat. All right, Mitchells, thank you for the heart me. Thanks, Shani Sham. Right, we're going to continue. And we're logging who says what on the timeline. And I will go back through it all again. The timeline is of this live that happened yesterday on Canadian Angie's live, where we had some of the big creators in the box all going at each other. And what I'm doing with this timeline is I'm logging who's basically throwing abuse at who. And then it builds a picture at the end of what's gone on. And just to be clear for anyone coming in, this is just on this one clip, and I am aware that there was bits before this and there are bits after this, but it would take me too long, and I'm using this one clip because this is where we had most of all of the people in the box. I'm glad you like a visual representation. I'm a very visual learner, so this actually really helps me too. So, and I'm glad that you guys like it as well. Thank you, Kaz. Thank you, Arlene. Get your heart me's in. Thank you, everyone. All right, let's continue.
You need to get a grip yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you need a nebulizer.
Right, so we've logged that that he likes bacon sandwiches and nebulizers, which Zach said to Alex Brigham. We've got those logs, and we're going to carry on. Hey H, hey, thank you, Foos, thank you, Miss Perbs, thank you, Danielle, thank you, everyone.
What a lie!
I'm a lie. You're the one for the sheet.
I'm live. The show's available for everyone to watch.
Go and watch it.
Jack is sat right here now. Jack, have you ever said that?
No, I didn't say that on there, and you can watch it.
We love you, Jack.
Hello, Jack. You're right.
There you go. He never said it, so you're sitting lying, Chief Piggum. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, so she's called him Chief Piggum again. So that does actually, that's 3 times now. So she's called him Chief Piggum 3 times. I know you're all gonna hate me, and I don't care. Everyone's gonna hate me, but whatever. It is whatever. These are you lot's words, yeah? These are you lot's words doing this. I'm just putting it in the timeline. You could be mad at me, but you guys said it. They're all gonna hate me. There's gonna be lives fired up. They're gonna be like, oh, Miss Remi, what does she know? The boring queen of TikTok. What does she... You lot said it, all right? I'm documenting it. You lot said it. So don't be mad at this girl. That's all I'm saying. They all gonna be mad. Exactly. Hate the game, not the player. Right, we'll carry on. Sweet says, by the way, I am chubby. Right, we carry on. So she called him Piggum again. So that's 3 times now.
Ooh, you're so affected by me. You two are so affected.
How is this affected? You just get an answer back. You don't like it when you get answered back. You don't like it.
You want us to be affected. You want us to be affected. Like, literally.
This is irrelevant.
Again, I'm going to go back to my earlier point. I don't think Zach or Evil Queen needed to be in this box. Alex was having a conversation about cockapoo and the cancer thing. Oh, thank you so much, Infinite. Big loves. Thank you, darling. I don't think they needed to be in the box for this, and are very much here to be a part of the drama or to create drama or for attention, and I don't think they needed to be here, and I don't think this would have escalated had they not got in the box. And then also Pearl gets in the box and Delusive Angie gets in the box. So that's my honest opinion on this, because Brigham was trying to defend Cockapoo. And look, you know, whatever my thoughts are on Cockapoo, I'm not a fan, as you know. I still don't think anybody should be asking for receipts on somebody's illness like cancer. I think ends like, I love Cockapoo. Listen, you're all welcome in here, right? Whether you love Cockapoo, whether you love Alex, whether you love Pearl, whether you love Evil Queen, Zach the Brat, Canadian Angie, you are all absolutely welcome in here. I don't hate on anyone for sitting in whoever's rooms. I will call out hypocrisy. I will call out bullshit that I see. But you lot do you. Like, you can be in here and love who you want. You're not going to get muted. You're not going to get told to get out because you like Cockapoo or because you like whoever. Yeah, exactly. Everyone is allowed to like different people, and you're all allowed to have your opinions. My opinion is just my opinion, and I always embrace all of the community opinions too. Marky Mark says, I can't stand none of them. So, was I going to write something then? Did I stop to write something? I can't even remember. Anyway, I'll just rewind it a little bit in case I was going to do something and I've got myself sidetracked. Hold on.
You two are so affected.
How is this affected? You just get an answer back. You don't like it when you get answered back. You don't like it.
You want us to be affected. You want us to be affected. Like, literally.
This is irrelevant. Your platform's
yes, Jack.
Mine isn't. Massive difference.
It weren't that long ago you were saying, oh, Zach just copies what Miss Red Stores, and now who's doing their little FYP show? You.
You
ironic, isn't it?
Weird. You're a fucking out and out racist with your bullshit.
Right, there we go. So, all right. So, my gut is telling me to write that down. Alex Brigham calls Zach a racist. But technically, Zach has said a racist thing. And so, should we put this in the timeline? Alex calls Zach a racist. Thank you all for the small ghosts as well. Sorry, guys. Thank you, Susie, Meg Claire, Leslie, Watchtower, all of you. Infinite. Right, okay. Alex calls Zach a racist. They're all the same. H, thank you, darling. Isn't it a good job we haven't got sound effects on this account? Because all we'd hear is reggaeton champagne. We'd all be going mad, wouldn't we? Because H said Mama is going wild with the small ghost. Big up yourself. Thank you so much. There's loads coming through. We love a small ghost. What are we going to do when Halloween gifts all go? Alex hates Zach and was made up. He had something on him. Listen, they all hate each other. And what this clip shows is everyone's got something on everyone. And everyone's throwing everything at each other, aren't they? Thank you, Susie, as well. Thank you, H. There's loads. Christmas gifts. Yeah, but it's November. We need to find a new favourite gift, don't we? Cry. Yeah, we're going to cry when the ghost goes. But they all throw stuff at each other. Everyone that gets in this box... apart from the host who's completely mute and not managing the room in any capacity whatsoever, she's just mute and just lets this happen. Which, by the way, whilst all these ghosts are coming through, I'll speak on very quickly. Look, at the end of the day, right, no FYP host is responsible for the people in the boxes and what they say. Of course they're not. But as an FYP host, you do have some control over your room. For one, you can ask people to stop certain behaviours if they're saying or doing things that you know is upsetting to either yourself or the community. You can do that. You can mute people in the boxes, you can drop people from the boxes, and you can end your live. So as a host, you do have certain levels of control that you can use, and Canadian Angie is silent throughout all of this. That's all I'm saying. Adopt a Dalek account for gifts. It's the future. What's a Dalek account? What's a Dalek account? Oh my god, there's so many ghosts coming through. Watchtower, what was that November thing you sent? Bipolar, same. Bipolar is just like, I would just end the live and get out. Like, it gets savage. Like, we're about halfway, not even halfway yet. So many ghosts. Thank you, H. Thank you, darling. No, she sent so many. They're just coming through. H has sent loads. I was waiting for Watchtower's gift to come through. I don't know what this November thing is. Oh, a November heart. I was waiting to see. But look at the ghost. The ghost has got like a little handbag, a little pumpkin handbag. How cute is that? I've only just noticed that. Why is that? Why is Canadian Angie blocked? Oh, because when there was a big hate train against Canadian Angie, I think it was around July-ish time, loads of creators were coming at her, and for some reason, she got it in her head. Well, I know the reason. There was a clip that was put out, which she completely got wrong. And she assumed that I was... She posted a video of me, and it had a caption on it that said something like, someone's not as nice as they pretend to be, meaning me. And she completely got the context wrong. And I also got into her box and I explained it to her, you've got it wrong. But she just made up a narrative in her head about me that I was on a hate train against her, and just decided to hate on me, and subsequently has done maybe 2 or 3 different lives hating on me. And I just blocked it because I don't want to see her on my timeline, and I don't appreciate people making up stories that are untrue. And then when I get in your box and show you that you're wrong, that you still continue with that. So that's why I've blocked her personally. I know lots of people go in her live and enjoy her live. You lot do you, but for me, I can't. I'm not very good when people tell lies on me. So I hope that answers your question. And if you want me to be specific, there was a video that happened, and Delusive Angie was singing to herself, saying evil queen, saying Angie is a queen about herself. And Canadian Angie saw that video, and because the hate train was happening, assumed it was Angie and myself saying that she was a beast, even though in the video you can hear the words queen. But in her mind, fact, evidence, Remi did her dirty. Completely made it up. Right, have the ghosts stopped now? Thank you, everybody. Right, so hello, Hayley. Thank you for the heart me. Bladons, Infinite. Right, is it stopped now? Come out and come in to stop the ghost. Hey, Hayley, you right? Emma misses the ghost now. Please don't send more. That was a lot of ghosts, but thank you. God damn. Anyway, let's carry on. We'll carry on. So Alex has called Zach a racist. I've got itchy eye. Hey, Robbo. You right, Hayley? Good. I'm glad you're right, babe. You're ghosted. Why are you ghosted? Oh, is it eating your comments? All right, we'll carry on because we've got a lot to get through. More spirits, please. I haven't lost the account. I'm just doing it over here because there's some really unpleasant things said in this clip, and I've seen about 2 or maybe 3 creators who've had their accounts lost by playing this clip. So I'm just hoping and if this backup account gets taken down, then I've still got the main. So I'm trying to be careful. Trying to be careful, Hayley, because there's a November gift. Thank you, Infinite. And somebody else sent me one earlier. The November gift is nice. It was Watchtower. Maybe when the ghosts go, we'll move to the beautiful little cloud thing. Thank you. We love the clouds. Thank you. All right, we carry on. So what I'm doing for those of you who are just coming in is I'm playing the clips, I'm stopping the clips, and then I'm logging who said what, right? We've got a timeline here of who's kind of throwing insults at one another, from Canadian Angie's live yesterday. And I'm documenting it like I did with the thingy gate. Avocado gate. If you get easily annoyed by people stopping clips, the name is here on the clip. It's Fave FYP clips. You can go and watch the whole clip. I am going to be stopping and starting, and if that is going to annoy you, thank you, Infinite. Then just go and watch the clip over there. And please don't write in the chat, please play the clip, because that I'm a petty bitch and it will make me take even longer. Also, I'm very ADHD. I'm all over the fucking place and it's going to be a hot mess. But this is how we roll. And equally, thank you for the woolly hat. Equally, if any of the creators are watching outside and they want to come in and have a right to reply, they are welcome to. So I don't mind if creators come in here, but I do ask everyone, if any creators do come in, then please just be respectful in the chat. I'm trying to do this as respectfully as possible. I'm on nobody's side. Nobody's my favourite. I'm just documenting what people say. But equally, they do have a right to reply. So if Pearl wants to come in, Evil Queen, Alex, Zach, Canadian Angie, they are welcome to be in the room, as long as they are respectful also. That's my only thing. All right, we'll crack on, guys. Hello, everyone. Hey, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. And also, my main account is there. So this is my backup. There's my main. So make sure you follow me on my main as well. All right, let's carry on, guys.
He mocks fucking child abuse.
Alex is a beast.
All right, so we're gonna log that one. So we've got Evil Queen calls Alex a beast. EQ calls Alex a beast. All right, in song, because it was in song. Thank you all for the heartme's, guys. This is the timeline of who said what on this one clip, okay? And again, I know there is clips before, I know there are clips after. I'm taking one clip because this takes time, and if I tried to do all the clips, we'd be sat here until next week. I'm trying, Gossip Queen. Let's go.
That's you want to the bottom. That's you want to the bottom.
Oh, shut the fuck.
Now Pearl's in the box. So Pearl is now singing. Right, let's do this. Now Pearl is singing the Beast song to Evil Queen. Oops. So Pearl. Come on, Rem, use your fingers. Pearl calls EQ a beast in song. Okay. Remember, guys, if you're not kind in the chat, if you're not respectful in the chat, the mods will mute you for the entire live.
Fuck off, Pearl. You're just an object. Fuck off.
Okay. Did you hear that? I don't really want to replay that because also it's going to get repeated in a minute. Evil Queen calls Pearl, who's just got in a box, a Jippo, which is a discriminatory term to use towards travellers and gypsies, and is pretty fucking disgusting. Trigger warnings, yep. So EQ calls Pearl I'm going to say G word because I don't want to keep writing it out. We're going to hear it a couple more times. Sorry, this is just my backup at the moment. Look, and look, I'm not. Pearl doesn't like me. I don't like Pearl, but you can't call people that. You can't call travellers and gypsies that word. It is a discriminatory term. It is a hate crime, and it is utterly disgusting. And there's there's a lot of things you could have called Pearl, but using terminology like that is absolutely disgusting. There's just no need for it. And it's not even low, it's below the belt. Do you know how much it pains me to have to defend Pearl? But you can't do that. You can't say that word. Ever. And especially with hatred. It's just mad.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. Sorry, guys. I love TikTok Shop. I love TikTok Shop. EQ calls Pearl a G. See you next Tuesday. No, we do not have... Exactly. We do not do selective outrage in this room. We're just all fucking outraged at this point. We're just all fucking outraged. It's just... mad. EQ calls Pearl AG. See you next Tuesday. Like I said, when I was talking to Debs yesterday, she was just like, even as a teacher in the playground, you don't even hear shit like this. And we're just coming up to the halfway mark, and it's going to get worse. So buckle up. Buckle up, everybody. Yeah, it's grown adults, Vic, exactly. These are adults talking to one another like this. It's like name-calling, going for people's, you know, their weight or their sexual preferences or their culture. Like, it's just unacceptable. It's just unacceptable on every level. And like I said, right, and the reason I'm documenting this is because no one's hands are really clean, right? Everyone's kind of said something or done something, but there are levels of, you know, the way that we talk to people as adults, and that is disgusting. It's disgusting. Those words could never, ever leave my mouth. I don't care how much Pearl drags me, comes for me, calls me a bully, calls me boring, calls me Hilda Ogden. Those words would never in a million years leave my mouth as something I would throw at her or anyone. Like, it's just... I was going to say childish, but that's an insult to children at this point. It's just so hateful. Okay, deep breath. We're going to carry on. Yeah, it gets worse, everybody. It gets worse. It gets worse. I know, Vic. You're absolutely right. TikTok has desensitized everyone. Yeah, Sally says it's called ignorance. Granny. Everyone's acting like they're outraged, but you can't lie. It has been entertaining. I'm going to be honest with you, and I said it earlier, and I don't know if you was in the room. I watched this with my friend Debs, who was at my house last night. We were both sat on the sofa, eating food, listening to this, and I genuinely had a visceral reaction to what I was hearing. Like, I was trembling, because there's so much hate being spewed out of each other's mouths towards people. These are all strangers on the internet. And the bit towards the end took my breath away. I gasped. But, like, I know you're saying it's entertainment, and I know for some people they think this is entertainment. I think this is really appalling behaviour by adults. That's what I think this is. And it's not so much entertainment for me. I genuinely was shocked by what I heard people saying to one another. And the bit towards the end where you're talking about people's kids and grandkids, and calling people travellers the G word. Yeah, exactly, White Wolf. White Wolf says it's not entertaining. That's torture for the eyes and ears. It's not entertainment to me. I mean, it might be for you, and I know for a lot of people it is, and you're probably right on that. I'm just saying, for me, even if I don't like these people, this is not entertainment for me. Yeah, it should not be classed as entertainment, says Debs. All right, we'll carry on, guys. Wait, did I miss something I was supposed to type? I think I did. I'm going to have to go back a little bit. Sorry. Bear with me. Just a couple of seconds.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Pearl. You're just an Algeo fucker. You're Algeo cunt.
We love TikTok Shop. We love TikTok Shop. We love TikTok Shops. Hey, Mia Jodie. Good afternoon, everyone.
You old wrinkly prune.
So EQ calls her an old wrinkly prune. I honestly, like, just remember, like, a lot of you are supporting these people, right? And maybe you need to think about who you ride and die and ride out for when you hear things like this. Okay? EQ calls Pearl an old... I can't even type. My fingers are like shaking. Oh, prune. You couldn't make this up, G. Like, you literally couldn't write this. Couldn't write this, man.
You look like a teabag. You can't talk to me. You look like a teabag. Hang on a minute, Alex.
Calls her an old wrinkly prune. and looks like a tea bag. And what'll be interesting is when this is done, I'll post it, right? I'll post this on my profile. But it's just really interesting when you look through at who's saying what and go through it. And yes, Babsy. As you go through this, you start. What happens is you start to build a picture of who's doing the most and who's doing the least. And I'm not saying anyone's right or wrong, because I don't think there's any right or wrong in here. And as you've seen, like so far, everyone except the host hasn't said anything, but everyone has said something, but there are different levels to the things that are being said. And as I've said, it's going to get worse. All right, it is going to get worse. So trigger warnings galore, please.
He was selling EDL burgers. Is this your friend, Alex?
Oh shit, I missed it. Sorry.
Like a tea bag, you can't talk to it. You look like a tea bag. Hang on a minute, Alex. He was selling EDL burgers. Is this your friend, Alex? He was selling.
So this is where we start to get a bit of hypocrisy coming into this, because what we have here is Evil Queen saying to Alex, this is your friend Pearl, and she's a racist and she sells EDL burgers, right? But there's so much hypocrisy in this. The thing is that I don't feel like Evil Queen can come for Alex and say your friend is a racist when Evil Queen is friends with Zach, who has also said racist things, right? So it's like you can't, like people in glass houses, just like genuinely, that this is my outside view looking in. It's like you can't say to Alex, well, this is your mate and she's a racist, because you're also, you've got a mate who's also said racist things. And there's a digital footprint that will continuously be thrown at these people. So we know that Pearl is, any room she goes into, she's continuously labelled as a racist. The same is going to be, I said this when this happened with Zach, that he is now going to be in the same category as Pearl, in that wherever you go, you are going to be labelled with this now because you've said the worst. You've said the worst. Yeah, Joe. And this is the thing, Joe, I'm not defending anyone. What I'm trying to do is just highlight what's happened and the hypocrisy, and I agree with you. Like no one's like, and this is the thing, and particularly when it comes to racism as well on this app, is that people seem to think that the only time someone is a really bad racist is if they say the N-word. So Zach did say the full N-words, right? And you know, I think, in my opinion, I think in Pearl's mind, because she didn't say the N-word specifically, that her level of racism isn't as bad as Zach's racism. I think that's what she thinks in her mind. And I also will say, just on a little add on to that, is I also think that Evil Queen believes that she isn't racist as well. But there are a history of these microaggressions and covert, sometimes overt racism that she has done as well. So her hands are also not clean to be calling anyone a racist or saying to Alex, your friend is a racist, but you also have a friend who said racist things and yourself have said racist things. That's the truth of it. And so that's why when I say there's hypocrisy all over the place here, is that, you know, at some point, you know, you got Alex saying to Zach, you've said racist things, which I've documented in the timeline. We've now got Evil Queen saying to Alex, well, your friend is a racist, so you can't say anything. But it's like the hypocrisy from all of this is fucking wild. Anyway. So I was just going to document that bit, wasn't I? So I was going to say, so Evil Queen calls Pearl. Let me just duplicate that. If you're just coming in, we are timelining who said what. I'm trying to be as neutral and unbiased to this as I can. I am not friends with any one of these people. I'm friendly and cordial with some of them. Some of them I have no relationship with at all. But I'm just trying to document this in a way that is evidential versus too much of my opinion. I mean, I just gave you my opinion on the whole thing, what Evil Queen just said, but I'm trying to do this as fairly as I can. Welcoming everyone. EQ. I'm going to say drags Alex for having a racist friend like Pearl. Drags is not the right word, is it? Alex comes for Alex for having a racist friend like Pearl. Yeah, trigger warnings. Alright, we'll carry on.
EDL burgers.
I didn't have to pay.
Is this your friend, Alex? You were selling racist burgers. I didn't have to pay for my.
So what I will say, right? Again, I think Queen is right here to call out certain behaviors, right? So she says to Pearl about you were selling racist EDL burgers. That's fair because that happened and it's factual. And I think that's fair to say that. The stuff that comes after this is wild. Hold on, let me drop you guys a treasure box. Sorry. Oh, I can't do a treasure box on this one. I can't do it on this account. Sorry, guys. Debs, could you do a treasure box for me and I'll give you the money? Like, I don't know, 100 coins or 200 coins. And then I'll pay you back. Oh, Claire Bear's just done one. Don't worry, darling. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Oh, Fufi's done one as well. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for that. Yeah, if you can get a coin and send a heart me or a team bracelet or a small ghost, that would be amazing. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for supporting the room whilst we build out the timeline. Thank you for doing that, Foos. Thank you, Claire Bear. Spicy's here. Hey, Spicy, you alright? Alright, we're going to carry on.
Isn't this your friend, Alex? You sold racist burgers.
Oh, God. Delulu's entered the box and she's playing the Beast song. Oh, don't worry, Debs. It's all right. We've got it covered. Amazing people in the room have helped out. Thank you, everyone. So, just a reminder, keep your comments respectful. You can have strong opinions, but just keep them respectful with no name calling in this live, please. We don't tolerate that and the mods will mute you. So, Delulu's entered the room and Delulu is playing the Beast song. Let's see what happens now.
Alex is a beast.
Alright, so we've got Evil Queen singing Alex is a beast.
EQ is a beast.
We got Pearl calling EQ a beast. Again, we're just documenting what's happened, and then when the timeline's done, you can look through it all and make your own decisions about whatever you want to make decisions about. Pearl singing. Thank you, Becky. Pearl singing EQ is a beast.
Pearl, you sold racist burgers on your burger fancy or no one can talk and you called someone an orangutan.
So again, right, EQ is calling Pearl out here and she's saying you sold EDL burgers and you called someone an orangutan, which is factual because that did happen. Rove says, I've come to the decision. They're all nuts. Oh, I need a stretch. So I'm going to just document that as well. Because she is calling her out on things that have happened. EQ says Pearl sold EDL burgers and called someone orangutan. Oh, I've got a typo in there. Let me go and change that. Oh, that's going to need 2 lines in it. Sorry for missing your comments, everyone. Thanks, Yaya. Thanks, Lillian. Thanks, Fu. Thanks, everyone who sent a gift. I appreciate it. Sorry if I've not said thank you to you personally. I'm busy typing and playing, but I see you all and thank you so much. Thanks, loves. Appreciate it. And thanks for the treasure box as well.
You called someone an orangutan and you sold easy albergas. You're not but a racist foul GFO prunes up.
Wow, Jesus. So, oh, that was a lot what she just called Pearl. That was a lot what she just called Pearl. Yeah, trigger warnings. We love TikTok Shop. We absolutely love TikTok Shop. I'm just going to rewind it so I know what to type. Sorry, I'm going to go back a few seconds. Jeez, Louisa. A bit further in.
Easy albergas. You're not but a racist foul GFO prunes up.
Oh my god. EQ says Pearl is a racist. The G word for travellers. Dried up old prune. I might need to listen to that again, Peace and Resistance. Did she say that? I might need to listen to that again. It's just the bit where the G word is used. I'm just like, oh, it just makes me very uncomfortable. Alright, I'll rewind it. 2 secs, y'all. Hold on. Alright. So, Evil Queen says that Pearl is a racist G. Dried up old prune. Let me just go back because you lot are saying I missed something with Pearl. What Pearl said. Apologies. Trigger warnings, guys. Trigger warnings because this is not nice language. There is some discriminatory words that are being used. And I apologise for that. I'm just trying to document it. Hold on.
You called someone an orangutan and you sold easy albergas. You're not but a racist foul GFO prunes up. That's what's that doing. Canadian Angie, get rid of that music.
So, yeah, she's saying that she's basically saying, yes, I did say that, but you know, your friend Zach also said bun the ends. Oh, before the music. Trigger warning, everybody. Just trying. Oh, that's too far back, man.
She mocks fucking child abuse.
Alex is a beast.
Don't you want? Doesn't bother me.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Pear.
Before this bit, or yeah, sorry if I'm missing stuff in the chat. Please be respectful in the chat. Mods, you have permission to mute people who are not being respectful. You can have your opinions on the situation, but we are not doing name calling or attacking other creators. I do love TikTok Shop. Please, can we try and be respectful in this chat? And if you can't be respectful, just leave and go somewhere else. All right. You can give them a warning. If it continues, just mute them, mods, please. I don't really want to go back too far because I'm deliberately stopping this because the AI and all of that. But yeah, you can hear Pearl basically talking about what Zach said alongside. And yes, and thank you, Beyonce. We love you, Beyonce. Thanks, Swoops. So I'm a little bit nervous about going back too far. But that wouldn't, I don't think that would necessarily go in the timeline, what you lot are saying, that bit about what Pearl's saying. I think she's comparing herself a bit to Zach, but it's not her like attacking Zach. She's responding to what Evil Queen has said, because Evil Queen is saying, Alex, this is your friend who's racist, and she's saying, well, your friend said this as well. So, you know, I think that's what it is as a response. So I'm not going to put that on the timeline. Speaking of timeline, we're now on page 2. We've got no, we're not. We're on page 3. Mother fudger. On page 3. How have we got to page 3 already? All right. It is going to get worse, guys. So please buckle up. Like it's going to get worse. Oh dear God.
Everybody's looks. Call it a tea bag and more heavy.
Alex is a beast.
EQ is a beast.
Hail, you sold racist burgers on your burger fancy or no one can talk, and you called someone an orangutan. You called someone an orangutan. And you sold easy out burgers. You're nothing but a racist out, you hope ruined up wrinkly out bitch.
Jesus Christ. I need to add to that. EQ says Pearl is a racist G word. Dried up old prune, old bitch. Lord have mercy. Oh, Rem, what have you done, love? What have you done? This is a lot, man. This is a lot.
That's what Zach done.
Canadian Angie, get rid of that music.
That's what Zach done. He said, bun the ends.
Yeah.
And you said orangutan. And
did you notice that as well? Just to clock. Where Evil Queen says to Canadian Angie, stop that music. Just note that for now. I'm not putting it on the timeline, but just note that, because I've got something to say about that towards the end of this between Evil Queen and Canadian Angie. Just note that was she. You sent a mushroom, Swoops. Behave. So Zach says, I effing hate myself for it. Not gonna lie, she doesn't. Yeah, welcome in, Zach. Everyone is allowed in here today, guys, so please be respectful to the creators, even if you don't like them. I have said Pearl can come in, Canadian Angie can come in, Alex Brigham can come in, Evil Queen can come in if they want to. So just be respectful, even if you don't like people, because you will be muted, all right? You can say to someone, I don't like you, or I think you're vile. But calling them names or anything like that, like, no. Oh, Alex is here. Alex is in. Also, Alex is here. So again, I just reiterate that message. In this room, we are respectful to people, even if we don't like them. And if you can't behave respectfully, then I'm going to ask you to leave, okay? They are allowed to be here because I'm talking about all of them. And they have a right to reply and they have a right to be in the comments, all right? So please and thank you. All right. Thank you for the gifts, everyone. I appreciate you all. And thanks for dropping treasure boxes, everyone. I appreciate it.
And you also sold the EDL burgers. But you sold racist burgers. You sold EDL burgers.
No, can I say something?
You're an old teabag.
So we've logged here what EQ said to Pearl, which was awful. And again, if you're coming in late, I have already said that using terminology like Jippo is disgusting. It is a discriminatory word, shouldn't be used. And, again, Pearl doesn't love me. I don't love Pearl. But equally, I can't sit here and say that sort of chat is okay, because it's just not. So now we've got we've got Pearl singing, and I'm doing a timeline of who said what, and I will post it on my profile. Sorry if I'm missing your comments, everyone. I'm typing. I will post this on my profile. But I think when you do something like this, a timeline where you map out who says what, it builds a picture of, oh, no, it sounds silly, like who's worse and who's not worse, and who's said more or who's gone lower by just looking at the words of who said what. So here, I'm just going to write here, Pearl sings. Now, she is responding to Evil Queen and what Evil Queen has just called her as well. Pearl sings, EQ is a beast. And again, if you can't behave in the chat, the mods are on point today. I'm just letting you all know. Okay? I'm just logging who says what. Okay? Without, well, I was going to say without my personal opinion. I've had a little bit of opinion when we talk about hypocrisy, because I have seen quite a lot of hypocrisy. But for the most part, I'm just trying to log who said what. Okay? Okay. Let's carry on.
Honestly, you're literally a wrinkled up 2-day-old teabag.
Jesus. So, EQ. Honestly, like, the behaviour and the words that people are calling each other is honestly blowing my mind. EQ says Pearl is a... Fuck, what'd she say? Something about a wrinkled old teabag.
You're an old teabag. Honestly, you're literally a wrinkled up 2-day-old.
Is a wrinkled... I've already got the other teabag one up there. Wrinkled up 2-day-old teabag. Let's carry on.
Listen.
Teabag that's been left on the side. All right, we'll carry on. What, Devon? What am I doing, Devon? What? Devon's like, but Remi's reading these back. I'm just documenting at this point, right? I'm just, like I said, I know people are going to be mad. I know there's going to be lies fired up. And it's going to be Remi's a bully. Remi's this, that, and the other. I'm just documenting what you all said, okay? These are your words in a document. So, yeah. Just saying.
I didn't have to pay for my looks. They call me. But
I didn't pay for my...
Okay, so Pearl... Pearl says EQ's got to pay for her looks. Now, I know some of you wrote in the comments earlier that that Pearl was being a bit transphobic here. Pearl says EQ has to pay. What do you lot think? Do you think her saying that Eva Queen has to pay for her looks is transphobic or not? I'm not going to do a poll, but just let me know. Let me know. I personally, if you want my personal opinion, I didn't take it that way, but also I'm not a trans person, and she might. Pearl says EQ has to pay for her looks. A lot of you saying no, a few of you saying yes. It's not transphobic. It was a dig at her looks. Drama Cafe says no, because anyone can pay for looks. I'm going to put it on the timeline because I will accept that some people may feel like it was like a dig at her. Well, it was a dig, but I don't necessarily think it was transphobic. But again, like I say, I'm not a trans person, and maybe a trans person might say it is. I'm just giving you my opinion. It's an insult, says JD. All right, let's carry on. Thank you, everyone.
My looks,
You just literally said a race.
You are the biggest beast
What have I paid for, Pearl? What have I paid for?
So Pearl says, you're the biggest what? And your racist friend. Let me just rewind, sorry.
You are the biggest beast.
What have I paid?
So she says EQ is the biggest beast on the app. Pearl says EQ and her racist friend. Pearl says EQ is the biggest beast on the app and her racist, and her racist friend. All right. I will post this, guys. I know this is slow and annoying, and if you hate it, you can leave. I'll post it on my profile later on my main. This is my backup, by the way, guys. So make sure you follow my main, which is there as well. Thank you very much. Hey, Jodie Geeky, you right, darling? Haunted house from Jodie! Thank you, love. Thank you so much. Thank you, babe. That was nice from Jodie Geeks. I'm trying to move the comments so it's like central, so I can type and see that and play the clips. Thank you for that, Jodie. You've deep cleaned your kitchen whilst listening. I'm sorry, Pineapple. I did put a video up to say I'd be over here. Sorry, love. I'm glad you found me now. Right, we're carrying on. Let's go.
You and your racist friend. You are the biggest beast on the app.
You are. Fucking hell, you open your plants and sit on your grandchildren's face.
Mother fudger. I love TikTok Shop. Hoy, I love TikTok Shop. It's my favorite. Wow. Why do you keep writing F1? What does F1 mean, Claire Bear? Jesus. Oh, I got to type this out, guys. I got to type this out. TikTok Shop to the world, Devon. I love shopping on TikTok Shop Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, especially Saturdays, and I love TikTok Shop on a Sunday. Oh, Lord have mercy. Like I said before, right? Danny. Genuinely, it took my breath away last night, and it's doing it again last night. You can ask Debs. I literally paused it, and I inhaled, and I was like, oh, did you hear what she just said? And Deb was like, oh, I heard the grandchild bit, and I had to rewind it and play it again, and we were both just like, I don't know. I honestly, look, I don't know, maybe I'm just a weird person. I've never been in an argument with anyone in my entire life where someone has said something that disgusting. Right, let me just type because honestly, I even forgot it was, not that it was coming, I just forgot how bad it was, and I've just heard it again. Fuck me. Don't fuck me, but let me see how I can type this. Hold on. EQ says to Pearl, oi. Yeah, she will, Devon. EQ says to Pearl that she should spread her FLAP, the other letter, and sit on her GC's face. Utterly disgusting, man. I love TikTok shop. Like, utterly disgusting. Like, again, right, why are we bringing children into this? You know, I've had a rant before about fucking Torian and Gypsy Queen. Like, why as adults are we bringing children who are not involved in this onto TikTok? Why are we talking about children? Why are we talking about grandchildren? And then, how does your mind go to doing this? This is an act of SA to your fucking hell. Yeah, Swoopsy. And Swoopsy says, and also, why would you support someone who says something like this? Like, this is awful. Queenie Lee says she's talking about this stuff all the time. It doesn't make it okay. And again, right, she, in many ways, her argument was valid where she said to Pearl, in my opinion, where she said to Pearl, okay, well, you've called someone an orangutan, which she has, you know, a person of colour, and you sold EDL burgers in your van, which she has, all recorded and documented. Fair, right? Those shots are enough. They are damaging enough to a person. But to say this and talk about her grandchildren and direct her to go and do this to her grandchildren, it's sick. It's utterly sick behaviour. Yaya says none of them care, none of them are outraged, and none of them are offended. And you know what? You might actually be right, Yaya. And at this point, it's just like point scoring off each other. Well, she said this, so she's worse than me. Or he said this, so he's worse. Or he said this, so he's worse than me. It's just, this is not normal adult behaviour. This is not normal adult behaviour. Yeah, Jodie, I agree. Jodie says they were all as bad as each other last night, to be honest. It was a shit show and the host should have ended it. Yeah, I said that earlier on as well. I feel like either muted people, dropped people, or could have ended the live. And I'm sure her response will be, I'm not responsible for what comes out of people's mouths. And of course she's not. But as a host, you do have control over a room. You can certainly mute people. And you can see here where Evil Queen asks Canadian Angie to mute the music. She does, right? So I just, and I know I'm going to get fucking dragged. I know I am, right? And I honestly, I don't care. I don't care if Evil Queen fires up a live and drags me. I don't care if Zach drags me. I don't care if Alex is going to drag me on his show. Pearl 100% probably will drag me because she loves to drag me. Like, it's going to come and I don't care, right? Because when I get off the app, I'm just getting on with my life. I'm not going to be watching it. Nobody tag me in anything. I don't care. But what I can't do is sit here and pretend that anyone's behaviour who says things like this is okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. To say that about someone's grandchild is fucking disgusting. And this isn't fake outrage. It's just me being honest. Like, I'm sat here watching these clips and I had a visceral reaction last night when I watched this. Debs was sat next to me on the sofa and the pair of us, we couldn't believe what we were hearing. And there's like, and I know EQ says like, oh, I don't do my act anymore, right? And and she's not the old evil queen anymore, but she's got into this box. She didn't have to get into this box. I said the same thing about Zach, and I said the same about Pearl. I don't think they actually needed to even get in the box. Alex was doing fine handling himself with them two. But I think if you put yourself into this mix, right, and you're not doing your 8 p.m. show where it's your performance or whatever, you're now showing up as you in this box, and you're saying these things as you. It's not okay. And even if it was an act, it's still not okay. Even if you tried to pass this off as dark humor, it's not okay. It's just not behavior for adults to be saying absolutely disgusting things like this. It's just not okay, genuinely. You've heard me talk about Evil Queen before, and I know people are like, oh, you love Evil Queen and you're Evil Queen's bestie. No, listen, I respect the game. I can look at her and I can see why she's doing what she does when she comes on the app to make money, because that's the only thing she cares about is making money. But when you get into a box, when you're on your own time and it's not your show that you normally do in your normal timeline, and you get into a box and you say these disgusting things whilst your boyfriend is sat right next to you, right? So, like, you're enjoying your normal life, and then you get in a box and then you just say these most abhorrent, disgusting things. That's you. That's not the act. That's you. It's just it's fucked up, man. It's fucked up, honestly. It's just awful. What an awful, awful thing to say to someone. I'm not even going to read that out again. I think she repeats it. I'm going to press play. Again, trigger warnings, everyone. Sorry, this is tough stuff to listen to. Bev says, dark humour is making a joke of your own situation for whatever reason, not to hurt other people. Like, this is dark stuff. It's not even dark humour. This is dark stuff. Like, yeah, mocking CSA is heinous as Baby Jane. Like, to tell Pearl to spread her and to sit on her GC's face? Too far, man. Too far. And I just think, like, how she'll come on, she'll spin a narrative tonight, she'll try and rewrite history like she normally does, and we'll pass it off as something, and there are people that are still going to believe that this is okay and will still continue to support this behavior. No, man, you honestly, if you're supporting this, you need to really look at yourselves, genuinely. It's just not okay, man.
You old whore abusing your...
EQ calls Pearl an old WHORE. Claire says even Lucifer is shuddering. I'm alright, Queenie. It's just bad. Like, it's really bad. And as adults, I don't get why we behave like this. Sorry. I don't get why we behave like this on this app. Not in the real world, in this app. Imagine if this was your friends in the real world. Imagine sitting at the pub and one of your friends just drops a line like that. You'd be out of there. Like, the fuck is wrong with you? How do you think that's funny? It's not even funny. It's just a like bottom of the barrel type thing to say to someone. It's just messed up.
Lawless grandchildren,
you are.
You old cunt abusing your own... Old cunt abusing your own...
I love TikTok shop. EQ calls Pearl an old see you next Tuesday and says you're abusing your GC. This is mad. This is actually mad. Me and my bright ideas about doing a timeline. Fuck's sake.
You think you are?
Yeah, sit on your grandchildren's face, you whore.
I love TikTok shop, man. Says it again. EQ tells Pearl she's to sit on her GCs. Sorry everyone, I know this is hard, I'm sorry. And calls her the WHORE again. I mean, again, what would that be based off of? Do you know what I mean? What would that be based off? Just the language, man. And tells and calls her that word. Thank you everyone for the gifts, I appreciate it. Fuck a duck.
So I am a me.
Shut the fuck up, you teabag bitch.
Now, you.
She's a and a teabag B. No, it's not Lady in Black. Lady in Black says, as a survivor of CSA, it's no laughing matter. It's ruined my whole childhood and adult life. Sorry to hear that, Lady in Black. But it does. It has a lasting effect. 100%.
You are fucking
I don't give a shit. Do something about it. The outrage. Oh, I'm so scared of the outrage. I'm terrified.
So, Alex calls EQ a wrong 'un. Which, after that statement, to be fair, I can't argue with the man on that one. He said something else, I've forgotten. Let me just back up a bit. Sorry. We're nearly there, guys. We've got an hour. We've got 1 minute 20 on this left. Let me just go back a little bit.
Yes, now you are fucking now you are fucking
I don't give a shit. Do something about it. The outrage. Oh, I'm so scared of the outrage. I'm terrified of the outrage.
And nobody's terrified of you either.
No one's terrified of you, you old bitch.
And I don't want nobody to be terrified of me.
So Alex, yeah, says she's disgusting. And then EQ. This is mad, isn't it, guys? This is actually mad. Are you writing a TikTok novel, Remi? At this point, I could. Kiki says, I'm terrified of everyone. That's why I stay in my lane, Kiki. That's why I stay in my That's why I stay in my lane. Everybody cray and horrible.
You old bitch.
I don't want nobody to be terrified of me.
You're not the one out. Wrinkles up prune, on a stick.
Thanks, Spicy. Thanks, hello, only me. And a wrinkled up prune on a stick.
Chatting a load of shit. You're so DDL, baby. You're a dirty old cunt.
Oh my god, I love TikTok shop. I love TikTok shop. Swoopsy says sending love to anyone this has affected. My door is always open. Thanks, Swoopsy. Just adding to the the names that's being called on there. I'll go back through the timeline.
A dirty old cunt.
Oh my god, I love TikTok shop. Apologies, everyone. Yeah, I'm alright. Apologies for the language, everyone. It's just horrible. Yeah, it is right on time. It is.
You dirty smell. You're naturally ugly. Fucking hell. Naturally ugly, you know.
I just need to go back. There's a lot of shouting, so I'm trying to listen through. If there is bits that I miss, let me know. All right.
Fucking hell. Naturally ugly, you know.
Naturally ugly. I'm just adding to this paragraph because it's just ongoing. You're naturally ugly, you old. See you next Tuesday. Oh, Lord have mercy.
You old bitch.
Fucking hell, it's relentless. It's just more. Dear God.
The only smell on here is you selling your nunny for $2.99.
So now Pearl's retaliating, and Pearl says, the only smell on you is your... Forgotten already, because I'm old. Let me go back a bit, sorry.
Ugly, you know, you old bitch.
The only smell on here is you selling your nunny for $2.99.
Have you ever met?
Wow, okay. Pearl says, it's your nunny. Jesus Christ. How are we spelling nunny? O's or a U? I'm going to say no. Nun, knee. Go that way. Nunny for $2.99. Pearl says the only smell. Pearl says the only smell on you is you. Oh, you done it with a Y. Noonie, says Red One. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Alright, we're gonna have to get rid of the magnifying glass and the little detective on this one. We need space. We're on page 4 already. Jeez. This is how much was happening in this live. Too much. Pearl says the only smell on you is your nunny for $2.99. Jeez.
Have you ever met me, Pearl?
Embarrassing.
Have you ever met me? Who sells themselves for $2.99? Pearl, what are you on about? Explain.
Oh my God.
Explain.
$2.99.
Say more words. Say more words. Let's hear the full thing. Come on. So how do I sell myself for $2.99?
For a smell of
no, it's not. It's £300 per video. You only get to message me for $2.99.
$2.99.
You get to message that you don't even know how fucking OnlyFans work. You're all cunts. You don't have a clue. So basically, it's like a subscription.
Oh. Is this making anyone else's head hurt? This is page 6, Joni. This is slide 6. Yeah, £300 for a video. Pearl hit a nerve, says Luna Sun. I don't even know what to write. There's just too much. So EQ calls. So I've documented the $2.99 nunny. Now then EQ calls Pearl and old. See you next Tuesday. I'm writing a transcript.
On here, shut her up, Angie. Kick her out of our cunt. Kick her out so I can have what I need to say. So basically, she's.
So again, clock that. Okay, so this is the second interaction where Evil Queen tells Angie to kick her out of the box and shut her up so she can have a say, and then Canadian Angie does it and kicks. Oh, thank you for November Rain. That's so cute. Thank you, Louise JD. Guys, we have got a goal as well. We've got a small ghost goal. If you can help with the small ghost goal, that would be really kind. Thank you. It is too much. I'm Casey. It's a lot. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate the small ghost with the little pumpkin handbag. It's cute. Yes, that's the second interaction where Evil Queen asked Canadian Angie to do something, and then Canadian Angie does it. So the first interaction was where she makes Delusive Angie stop playing the Beast song, and then Canadian Angie does that. The second interaction is where Evil Queen says to Canadian Angie, like, get rid of her so I can get my say, and then she drops her out the box. Okay.
Shut up, you fat
shut
up. Oh Lord, there's another one. So EQ calls Brigham a FAT twat.
Yeah, I'm a fat back
whatever.
Bye bye. And she tells Canadian Angie there to drop him out of the box, so she can have her say, and then he can come back again.
She just mocked child abuse.
Get out! I don't give a shit.
No,
I don't give a shit.
No, that's your friend.
And that is the end of the clip. My God, we made it to the end of the clip. It's taken us 2 hours 15 minutes. Ah, geez. Right. So we've got a 6-page timeline. But I just want to say something on the Evil Queen and the Canadian Angie situation, because we see there's 3 times. Thanks, Foof. We see that there's 3 times where you see Evil Queen is directing Canadian Angie, who, by the way, is completely mute throughout all of this, right? Doesn't, address people's behaviour or words that are being said at all. And again, I do understand that she cannot control what comes out of people's mouths, but we do, as you bleached your whole hair while that was on. Well done, Debs. But you as a host, you can, the silence is deafening, isn't it? And no, exactly, Becky. There is no defending making a mockery of CSA. I agree. Shani says EQ was controlling CA's room. Oh, thank you, Jan. Jan says I respect your fairness. Thank you. Look, I try and be honest, even if I know there's people that don't like me who are in this box, or people that I don't like, or people I don't fuck with, I will always be objective with my opinions, because I'm not on anyone's team. I'm not on anyone's side, and I like to come from a place of truth or how I see things, and so I'll always be honest, even if people don't like my honesty. I will always be honest. Thank you, UK's finest. It's just because I'm old, UK's finest. I'm old and I have no energy. I can't be asked arguing with people. But so a couple of things with Canadian Angie and Evil Queen. Now, we've seen over a period of time of them being friends, and then and then them falling out, and now they're friends again. And on TikTok, oh my God, I'm sorry if you can hear my daughter. She's on a game upstairs. She's gaming with her mates, and it's very loud. I'm hoping these soundproof headphones means you can't hear her. But anyway, so they have this friendship now, which is beneficial to both of them, right? Is your boy the sex so loud? Okay, you can't hear. Good, thank you. So thank you. They have a relationship now which is 100% beneficial to both sides, right? Despite the fact that they had a massive falling out earlier on in the year where both sides are dragging each other, and the relationship is all right, I'm going to say it. and I know Evil Queen will call me out on it, but I don't care. I think it's a disingenuous friendship, right? Again, just my thoughts here, right? And you can disagree with me. Fine. Well, it's double-sided, right? Because you've heard me talk about, you've heard me talk about Evil Queen being on the app, and she says it herself, she's on here to make money, and to be honest, she doesn't really care. Big up No Ducks. She doesn't really care where that money comes from. And even if she's fallen out with that person, cuss that person out, drag them out, if they are consistently coming into that room and gifting her, she will take it, because she is very money focused. And again, like I said, I can respect the game of that. I'm a business coach. I get it. People come online on social media and they want to make money. I understand that. And for Canadian Angie, from her point of view, what she benefits from this is by having a big creator with a big room, continuously bigging you up, telling her audience to follow you. It drives traffic to Canadian Angie, right? Now, do I think they actually like each other? No. No, I don't. I think Evil Queen benefits financially off of Canadian Angie coming in and gifting her, and I think Canadian Angie benefits from having a big creator throwing their audience and their traffic over to them. And I don't think there is anything genuine, mutually beneficial. I don't think there's anything genuine there. And if you ever watch Evil Queen when she's talking about Canadian Angie, you can see it on her face that the words are coming out of her lips, and she doesn't really believe it. She doesn't believe it. But to keep that money rolling in, she'll say it. And I don't know if people are seeing this or if people clock this, but it's beneficial for both of them. It's beneficial for both of them. And then what happens with that is control starts getting shared. So if you watch the Evil Queen's live, you will hear Evil Queen saying things like, oh, well, if Canadian Angie doesn't like you, then I'm not going to like you and I'm not going to play your clips. And equally in this clip, what we see is Evil Queen having control over Canadian Angie's room, where she's getting Canadian Angie to mute people, drop people out the box, kick them out the box, because they have that mutual control over each other, right? So if Canadian Angie wasn't listening to Evil Queen, then Evil Queen's going to stop bigging her up. Yeah, manipulation of people, facts, Julie. She knows that if she doesn't listen to Evil Queen, then Evil Queen will probably turn on her and drag her, which she's not going to want. And then two, that Evil Queen's going to stop sending people over. And then it's the same for Evil Queen, that when Angie comes in and is gifting, if she's not bigging her up and shouting her out, then that money stops coming in. Nicola says EQ has turned on her before. Oh, massively. Yeah, massively. I mean, we saw it play out. Was it June or July this year? We saw it play out. And I think it initially started when Evil Queen was a bit mean about King Louis. And then Court Assassin, or it might have been before, I might have got those two bits, but Court Assassin went in on King Louis, and thanks, Queenie. And then Evil Queen was sort of supporting Court Assassin. And I remember Canadian Angie saying, like, what Court Assassin did was awful, and anyone supporting Court Assassin is a wrong 'un. And I think that's kind of where it started, where they started falling out. And I know there are clips somewhere, I don't have them, where Evil Queen is clapping back at Canadian Angie and calling her out. And so they've had this falling out before, and I'm sure they'll fall out again. But right now, what's happening and why we see this control in this clip, where we have Evil Queen telling Canadian Angie, turn that music off, drop that person out the box, drop him out the box. That control is there because they have a mutually beneficial relationship. One gets money and the other one gets views and kudos and all of that shit. And And, I think it's an unhealthy type of relationship to have. But right now, both are benefiting. So it's going to continue. But that's why we see what we see in this clip of Evil Queen, essentially controlling Canadians and Jews' platform. Robbo says they all do it. Yeah. Yeah, no, I hear that. I hear that. Coercive behaviour from both sides, says Nikki. But anyway, that's just my observation on the situation and why we see Evil Queen telling Canadian and God, my child is so loud, it's ridiculous. I don't know what they're playing, but I swear my neighbours are going to call the police. It sounds like my kid's being murdered up there. It's mad. They're playing a game. Anyway, so this is the timeline. We've got 6 pages. I will post this on my profile. I'll tidy it up a little bit. But do you want me to run through it very quickly of who said what? And I think when you look at this timeline of this kind of this live where you've got multiple people going at each other, is your son the same, Jenny? They're so loud. They're so loud. There's just no need for it. But at least we know they're happy, right? She's upstairs. She's fine. She's fed. She's playing on the game. She's giving mummy a little break to sit here and make timelines and be a weirdo online. Hey, Sleepy Rach. Hi, darling. Bev says there was a shift after the Elsa Frost stuff. People are afraid of EQ researching their family, says Bev. Maybe. I don't know. You're just glad he's talking to his friends. So, look, like I said, right, there is a before clip to this, there is an after clip to this. And also, if you go to the Observer UK channel, the whole thing's on there if you want to watch the whole thing. So you guys can do that. This is just one clip. There are also a lot of clips on TikTok regarding this live that happened yesterday. I will post this timeline so you guys can see through it. But I think when you have a timeline of events, and for me, I am very much a visual learner, like I like to see things. It makes things logically make sense for me. I think when you sort of sit back and then you look at the timeline, patterns start popping up. And, I'm not telling anyone to do anything in particular or support whoever you want, do what you want to do. I just think things like this just show you behavior, and I'm always interested in looking at human behavior, human psychology, how people move, what they say, how they act, the relationships. And so I find doing stuff like this really interesting. And I'll post this on my main profile as well. But let's go through it anyway, just recapping the steps that we've seen in this 6-minute video, which is by Fave FYP Clips. Make sure you go and follow them and go and watch it on their profile if you want to. Miss Peb says, I don't think I have the patience for any more after your live. Bless you. All right, so we've got, it starts with EQ calling Alex Brigham Chief Piggum. EQ calls Brigham a fat see you next Tuesday and tells him to lose weight. Then we've got Alex Brigham. He mentioned EQ's partner's fetish for trans people. Thank you for the small gaze, Kathleen. And then Zach says Brigham has got a fetish for bacon sandwiches. Do you know what? Let me take that bit off because that's my opinion on there. That's not what he said, so I'm going to take that off. And then Zach says Brigham needs a nebulizer. EQ calls Brigham Chief Piggum again. So does G with bacon. We know you love bacon, G. EQ calls Brigham Chief Piggum again. Alex calls Zach a racist. EQ calls Alex a beast in song. Pearl calls EQ a beast in song. EQ calls Pearl the G word. I'm going to just add in here for, because if anyone's watching this, they don't know what that means. The G word for travellers. EQ calls Pearl, I'm going to say, the offensive G word for travellers. You all know what that word is. I don't want to keep saying it because it's bad. EQ calls Pearl a G. See you next Tuesday. And then EQ calls Pearl an old wrinkly prune and looks like a tea bag. Bear with me, guys, sorry. EQ comes for Alex for having a racist friend like Pearl. I've talked about the hypocrisy there already. EQ singing, it's not good language, is it? EQ sings Alex is a beast. Pearl sings EQ is a beast. EQ says Pearl sold EDL burgers and called someone orangutan. An orangutan. EQ, I need to get rid of this thing. EQ says Pearl is a racist G word, dried up old prune, and an old bitch. And then Pearl sings EQ is a beast. EQ says Pearl is a wrinkled up 2-day-old tea bag that's been left on the side. Also, I love TikTok shop very, very much. Pearl says EQ has to pay for her looks. Pearl says EQ is the biggest beast on the app and her racist friend. EQ says to Pearl she should spend. Oh God. Literally, I get a frog in my throat. Hey, Joey Ticky. EQ says to Pearl she should spread her and sit on her GC's face. EQ calls OR. I know, uncomfortable messes. I'm laughing at this actually being real. EQ calls Pearl an old. See you next Tuesday. And says you're abusing your grandchildren. I love TikTok shop. EQ tells Pearl again. Oh God, I don't even want to say it. EQ tells Pearl again to sit on her GC's face and calls her a WHOR. You know what? Miss Peb says I think teenagers argue better than this. Banzo says I can't believe these are adults that are allowed to vote. EQ tells Pearl she's a F up and a teabag B. Alex calls EQ a wrong un and says she's disgusting. EQ tells Pearl she's a F up and a teabag B. And a wrinkled up prune on a stick and a dirty old see you next Tuesday. And she says you're naturally ugly, you old see you next Tuesday. I love TikTok shop. Hey, Fact Freak. Thank you, darling, for the small ghost. Big up yourself. I need to watch your live on this. It's on YouTube, isn't it? I'll watch it later. Thank you so much for the small ghost, everyone. I appreciate it. How far are we off that goal for the small ghost? What did I set it as? Why have I set it as 500? That's ridiculous. Hold on. That's ridiculous. I thought it was 200. That's mad. Hold on, let me change that. That's wild. I don't know why I've got 500 on there. Wild. 500. What was I thinking? It's 200. There we go. Right, let's see if we can smash that goal, guys, please. Smash that goal, guys, please. Thank you. If you've enjoyed this timeline breakdown and can send a ghost and help us hit that goal, muchas gracias. Thank you. Right. Then Pearl, hold on. Oh, I've not said who it's to. Pearl says to EQ, let me type that in, to EQ, the only smell on you is your nuns for $2.99. And then EQ calls Pearl an old see you next Tuesday. And EQ calls Brigham a FAT. Thank you, Joey. Thank you, everyone who sent a small ghost. I'll come back with coins another time. That's all right, darling. Thanks, Louise JD. Thank you, Jodie. Let's smash this goal, shall we? Let's smash. Oh, big up Jodie Geeky. Love you, Jodie. Thank you. So that's the timeline. I'm going to get rid of these detectives. What images should we have on this one? Because we had these detective images for I don't know who that was, Infinite, but you can absolutely mute whoever did that for the entire live, please. I'm good, Cat Crazy. You all right? Big up, Luna, Claire Bear. Thank you, everyone, for sending the small ghost. We're nearly there. We're 44 ghosts away. So this is the timeline of this one clip. I want to make it clear. There is videos before, there is videos after. Right, what image should we have on this image? What image should we, that doesn't make sense. What graphic should we put on this? Where are we at? We need 43 more small ghosts. Tea bags, bacon sandwiches. Tea bags.